We're in France, on the ski jump in Courchevel. Hello, or rather, bonjour. Colin Phillips, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the big names in British ski jumping. It's a great pleasure for me to have him here today. How you doing, Colin?
I'm fine, Mark. At least I can support my home country in this way.
Thanks to technology, we can look at the replay and be clear about things. The wind is almost perfect, isn't it, Colin?
Well, yes, that slight upwind might help gain some meters. A couple of meters, maybe.
Colin, look at this score. Is that okay?
Oh, yes, Mark. You jumped well with a good posture and landing. So you got good points. A few points deducted, well, they're understandable, really.
Now we get the chance to analyze all the jumps. If we don't see any good jumps today, it won't be because of the weather. But of course, we expect the skiers to turn in some good performances.
Oh, well, I'll be expecting them to.
Colin, tell me something about this landing. I just don't have your strength.
well, Mark, missed landings can happen. Of course, it's not a good thing, and it won't make a good rank. But you have to live with it. So next time he'll take more care and try to make a proper landing. I bet on that.
Let's have a closer look at this jump in the replay.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see that.
Yeah. It's high time that a pole makes it to the top again. Maybe this young athlete. What do you think, Colin?
Well, I've never heard of him, but I always like surprises.
Colin, what's your comment on his takeoff?
Well, it looked good, I'd say. The transition.
He manages to end his flight, but not without a slight mistake.
Yes, it's always a bit of bad luck if you can't do a proper landing and have to correct yourself that way to avoid a fall. That is a real nuisance.
Let's have a look at the replay. There's some crosswind at the moment, but it shouldn't be a problem. However, the skiers will have to adjust to the weather conditions. Let's take the time to look at the replay. As the weather conditions are always an uncontrollable variable in ski jumping, experts are considering roofing over the in-run with a perspex tube. What do you think of that, Colin?
Oh no. The open sky, the fresh air. I'd miss it all too much.
Well, there was no improvement to be seen today, nor was there any deterioration. Let's have another look at the replay. Maybe we overlooked some details.
It could be.
Well, you can't complain about the weather today.
No, the weather conditions are perfect.
I think this is worth having a second look.
Yes, Mark, I think that a closer analysis is always worthwhile.
The three parts of the town of Courchevel are named after their altitudes. Courchevel 1550, Courchevel 1650, and Courchevel 1850.
Yeah, and the higher you go, the higher the prices are too.
Yeah. The replay will show us now how on earth he was able to come up with such magic.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you something, Colin. For many people, ski jumping is totally serious, but at the same time, it's a big show and should be fun above all.
Show? Listen, ski jumping virtually belongs to the arts. It demands absolute seriousness and devotion to the sport.
Well, I had a colleague who made a joke about UFOs flying over the jump. He was bombed with hate mail.
I can imagine, because it's inappropriate to make fun of sports.
Okay, I didn't say a thing.
No.
I suppose we can have a look at the replay. Ah, there it is. Yet another remark about the so-called hill size. The specification is calculated at that point of the outrun where there is still a 32% gradient. It's mostly a little less than the jury distance.
I couldn't explain it any better. My God, if he got away without any serious injuries after this fall, he'll have to thank his lucky stars.
Did you see how the disaster happened?
Oh, it looked as if the skis edged over during the landing, and then this horrible somersault. Oh, let's keep our fingers crossed for Mark that he's not too badly hurt.
Yeah. Even the weather is now eager to create perfect start conditions.
Yes, I can sense there'll be some record distances today.
The replay will show us now how on earth he was able to come up with such magic.
Yeah.
In Courchevel, everything's aimed at winter sport, a real paradise for those who love it.
Yeah, and who doesn't? You can experience all facets of skiing here, Mark.
Let's take the time to look at the replay. The slight crosswind might cause some problems today.
Yeah, but any pro will be able to adjust to a light breeze like this, Mark.
Yeah. You know what? I really prefer this type of skier. He's never satisfied with what he's attained, but he always tries to get a little better.
Yeah, that's true. He gets better with every competition. He almost scares me a little. Just kidding. Not really.
At the beginning, the posture was much more important in ski jumping than the distance.
Yeah, no wonder. If you look at old pictures, the skiers are as straight as a ramrod, and they thrash their arms around like mad. I wouldn't call this aesthetic. No.
That's all the distance he's capable of today, so he has to be satisfied with it.
What else can he do?
Now we get the chance to analyze all the jumps. I can't quite see who's up there. Is it Adam Alish? No, but it is a Polish skier who's preparing for the start. Let's have a look at the replay. The weather is really good today, so no excuse for the skiers.
That's right, Mark.
And now for the score. Well, it's okay, I'd say. Not exceedingly good, but not bad either, just like his performance. Average. I think this is worth having a second look.
Yes, Mark, I think that a closer analysis is always worthwhile.
In case there isn't any snow here in Courchevel, there are 562 snow cannons.
God.
I suppose we can have a look at the replay. Ah, there it is. If the ski jumps were really roofed over, as certain experts are proposing, competitions would no longer be cancelled because of bad weather conditions.
Yeah, but on the other hand, it would be an enormous investment for the operators. And I think it'd be harmful to the atmosphere. Make my approach running a tunnel? No, thank you.
Colin, what do you say about the distance?
Well, I think that was a decent distance. That's good. Not very good, but good.
Let's have another look at the replay. Maybe we overlooked some details.
It could be.
What's going on down there? I can't see anything.
Listen, I'll go and have a look. You won't believe me.
What's up?
A cow wandered onto the ice skating rink.
That's unbelievable. Is it true? A sigh of relief from his coach. A problem-free landing that should convince the judges. The score must be good. Otherwise, I'd be astonished.
No, so would I.
Let's have a closer look at this jump in the replay.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Great hum and buzz with the beautiful weather today. Ready for the soaring flight of the bumblebees.
No, I don't quite get it.
Looks good in takeoff today. It could be a little more explosive and more powerful, but this is really an okay performance. You can live with that.
I think we should be pretty pleased.
Thanks to technology, we can look at the replay and be clear about things. The wind could hardly be better today. There's a slight upwind that might give our skiers wings.
Like Eddie the Eagle.
That was a really good one. What do you think, Colin?
Yes, I'm impressed by the lad's performance today.
Let's have a look at the replay. You know, let's talk again about the sudden drop in performance in ski jumping.
Yeah, okay, let's look at the German Sven Hannavold, for example.
Yeah, right. It's so strange what's been happening with him.
Well, just look at Janne Ahonen. In the 2002-2003 season, no one would have bet a single penny on him. And then he suddenly emerged at the World Cup and won the Four Hill Tournament.
What is he doing there? That will make a good score. What do you think, Colin?
Well, that's true, I'm afraid. But he didn't have any choice. If he hadn't propped himself up, he would probably have fallen. So he chose the lesser of the two evils.
Thanks to technology, we can look at the replay and be clear about things. Courchevel is one of 3 skiing areas that lie next to each other.
Ah, yes, they call them the Three Valleys.
Yeah. 200 ski lifts, 330 downhill runs, and a length of 600 kilometers altogether. That's impressive.
Yeah, you can say that again, that's a big one.
Maybe he had dreamt of a better distance when he sat up there on the start bar, but I think this was a decent performance.
Yeah, it was very good to look at.
Yeah. I suppose we can have a look at the replay. Ah, there it is. The weather is really good today, so no excuse for the skiers.
That's right, Mark.
Perfect landing with a nice telemark. Could you explain to our spectators what's important in the telemark, Colin?
Well, that's easy. A telemark is a thrusting step with the skis. The rear leg is bent down lower than the front leg. So it's a kind of curtsy.
To the public?
No, to the gods of winter sports.
I can't quite see who's up there. Is it Adam Malist? No, but it is a Polish skier who's preparing for the start. His takeoff training seems to have paid off. No problems on the jump table. Not too early, not too late. That was perfect.
Yeah, that was great.
Approach run, takeoff, landing, perfect. But the flying phase, the flight itself, wasn't all that pleasing to the eye. His posture just isn't right yet.
No, it looked a bit wobbly.
I think this is worth having a second look.
Yes, Mark, I think that a closer analysis is always worthwhile.